Hey everybody and welcome. I wanted to make a video for you guys to get to hear this and for the company of ASA Products or the Mobile Cruiser Company that basically makes the mobile shift, the mobile try-in, all that other jazz. Um, because I think they're gonna plan on coming out with another cruiser, which everybody is probably hoping they expect to know what it is, of a 3-speed or even 5-speed cruiser, which will give it a lot more punch for being more cooler and a lot more faster instead of just like 1 speed where it's like it's just like a standard jog pace of kind of how fast it is. With this, it'll be like, woo, yeah, kind of fun. But the problem is that I think the mobile cruiser company decided to keep it simple, slow and easy, because also these kind of trike designs, the one wheel in the front and 2 wheels in the back, um, have an issue with being very unstable at higher speed. Where if you like going really fast and you just turn lightly, you sort of get sucked into that turn. It's just like, and you just get flipped over. Or if you try and counteract that turn, it just goes whoop, and you get whoop, flapped. You get yourself flopped on the face. Um, so one thing is obviously everybody would expect it to be a gear hub system where basically the internal shifting ability is in the front wheel. Um, so you guys can keep it chainless and all that good jazz like the you have for your entire try-in series and the mobile shift, and simple, easy ability to do it like that. You still have the free space for also the clamper brake system, uh, all that jazz and whatnot. And then what was the other one? Oh, weight. Since most of the configuration for these kind of trikes have a weight issue in the front because there's no traction, it kind of sucks climb up hills and such forth. A little bit of lead weight in the front would help. That way, it has a bit more punch on the front wheel and it can grab a bit more on higher climates. Um, so like maybe like a shield covering that has like lead uh covered lead weight, obviously, so we're not exposed to the lead weight of touching it, or something that's heavy in the front wheel that looks sort of like a very cool design, like a shield of the fender. It basically looks like a fender that covers the entire front wheel area. That would be pretty neat. And to reduce also the turning action ability, the spring action on the shift is actually pretty dang well um, concept or designed, whatever you want to call it. So I had a idea that would fix also the turning ability to make it unstable and to make it be able to go fast and keep everybody safe. And a lever on like by the seat or something that basically you clip up like a mercy brake kind of design, if you wanted to say, or something. You just push it up, and on the springs in the back, it crunches the springs tighter and makes it so the wheels lock more into a straight mode. And that way, when you're riding fast, you have a very little turn radius. Um, and it keeps the wheels nice and straight when you're going fast. So if you want to turn, you can turn nice and slow or use more muscles to turn even more, but you obviously want to keep it nice and smooth. And if you want to just cruise or stay on shift 1 ability and have the tighter turn radius, you can declick the spring action and soften the springs up, and that way you can have less um, muscle power to turn the wheels fully on. and then you just turn it back on, and it tightens the spring action again tighter, so the wheels lock more in place. And yeah, um, but yeah, the entire design of all the Triton, the shift, and all the configuration of the bikes, the chainless idea, the extendable frame, everything is fantastic. There's not really much you need to change about, um, and everything's pretty decent. Um, though I'm not sure if you may or may have to, but a larger wheel set would probably also be decent too. Um, it may be a little bit more off the ground, but it'll also reduce feet closer to the ground because the front wheel will be a little more higher and also the back. So maybe like a foot and a half off the ground. So when people ride like this, their foot is not being hit on the ground. But again, people won't be able to do clipless pedals if they try to, because that would be, yeah, that will definitely make their feet rub even more. But a 24-inch tire in the front and 20-inch tires in the back, the same kind of mono you have with the Shift and Triton Pro. Basically, they're 20 inches with 16-inch wheels in the back. Works the same concept way. So that'd be pretty cool. But if not, 20-inch tires and 16-inch tires in the back, everything's fine. Still very good to have low to the ground ability, and the speed option will be pretty nice. And to reduce action, the spring action system to tighten the rear wheels more straight and reduce the churning action so it's more stable at higher speed, which will be amazing. But yeah, the braking system is actually pretty dang darn good. You wouldn't think so because it's more reliant on the front ability than having to rely on the back side wheels. But the brake doesn't really need to be changed because when you want to stop, it stops itself on a dime. It's just like, oof, like whoa. You wouldn't think so. You would think that the tire would drag, but no, it actually has pretty good grip when it stops because all the friction power is going in the front, and it's just like because all the weight's in the back, so all the weight's transferring to the front. So the braking power is actually much more powerful than usual. So that's pretty good. And obviously, you want to keep with the ability for emergency brake. That's probably the best ability to have for most of these kind of trikes because there's no way to lock the bike up or keep it from rolling away when somebody gets off and it's just like, oh, what? Where's my trike? What? Whoa! It's downhill. But yeah, those are little things I wanted to give out for people and the company to maybe implementate some ideas and such forth. And yeah, that's my cue, and I will see you guys later. And peace out. And hope to see that new mobile speed soon.